In the saponification of fatty acids lab, the preparation of homemade soap was compared to that of commercially made household soap. After 24 hours and observing the vial, there was a solid layer between the layers that could be seen. Upon this observation and completing the remainder of the lab, each test tube could be observed to be different from one another. For the homemade soap, it had a pH of around 7. Test tube 1 was found to have a foamy bubble layer atop of slightly cloudy waters. Test tube 1 was then mixed with drops of vegetable oil. Here, the foamy layer was still apparent, but the water was much cloudier and foggy in appearance. Finally, in test tube 2, hard water was added to the soap solution combined. Here, the solution produced very much less foam and was a more cloudy, solid form of water solution. Compared to the commercial household soap, a significant difference was observed. In the commercial household soap, it had a pH of around 6. The first test tube here produced a very thick, foamy white layer with a bubbly water solution underneath. The first test tube with the addition of vegetable oil again produced a thick, white foamy layer. However, the water solution was much more cloudy in comparison to either the homemade soap or first test tube. Lastly, test tube 2 with hard water produced a foamy layer, but one thinner than either test tube 1 or the homemade soaps. It also had a cloudy water layer underneath. In comparison to one another, the homemade and household soap had somewhat similar results. However, when compared, the commercial household soap was observed to have a thicker, more white foamy layer with a cloudy solution, while the homemade soap had even less of a foamy layer.